And we're heading to Donegal now, and we're going to meet a man called Ian Harkin, who has returned lock, stock and barrel from the UK to his home place in Donegal, and he has set up a doll company.
It's a success story with a royal beginning, and last year Prince Charles dropped by to see how Ian Harkin's new business had worked out. When Prince William became engaged, Ian was working in novelty gifts in London and saw the opportunity to move into dolls. His royal set sold out in a month, and his research put him on to something bigger.
When we were doing that, we were being approached by parents to say, listen, we would like something a little bit more wholesome. And I've got 6 nieces myself at the time when I was in living in London. And there wasn't really anything on the market that I felt comfortable, you know, gifting to one of my own nieces. So we did about 18 months worth of research, and we spoke to experts and play experts, psychologists, nutrition experts.
His research led Ian to create Lottie, and now his nieces and nephews are spoiled for choice because their uncle sold up his house in London and used the money to move back to Donegal to set up Lottie Dolls in the CoLab at Letterkenny Institute of Technology.
The doll is based on a 9-year-old child rather than competitors who would tend to be based on a more grown-up body. So our doll is based on the healthy proportions of a 9-year-old girl or boy, rather than an 18 to 35-year-old woman. So there's no makeup. There aren't the kind of hugely skinny dolls with gigantic breasts. So it's much more wholesome and much more relatable to children.
And in recent times, Lottie has become even more relatable to children because now they're calling the shots.
This is what an inventor looks like. I've really liked inventing since I was little. The first time I made something was probably Roby the Robot.
We celebrated our 5th anniversary just recently, and we announced that all of our product development going forward is going to be inspired by real kids. So it's an extremely important part to what we as a company believe in.
So how does that work now?
So we have competitions on a monthly basis. You can download them from our website. We also work with retailers, so we send out packs to retailers on a monthly basis, and they submit the ideas to us, and then we select a winner.
The competitions are themed and reflect areas where it's felt girls are underrepresented. But of course, Lottie isn't just for girls. There are now 6 characters, including 2 boys, with accessories, playsets and buildings, again, all inspired by children.
We had a den competition, and that was an interesting one for us because when we're developing buildings, which is a new adventure for us, we don't want our buildings to be mini domestic situations. We want them to be, again, to reflect children's imagination. So we have a tree house, for example, which doesn't have the kitchen sink and the ironing board stacked in the corner, but it has a swing, it's got a hidden trapdoor, it's got a slide, it has a removable roof for stargazing, and we just try to cue imaginative play. And it was the same with our den. It's a kind of castle, it's based on a castle folly, so it's small, it's relatable, kids could feasibly have a den like that in their own gardens, but of course Lottie style there's a few lovely twists of detail.
You must have great fun working here.
I have great fun. I have 2 daughters who think I have the best job in the world, and they're probably right.
We've done partnership with the Worldwide Girl Guides organisation, which has camping sets and canoes and the doll and outfit itself. We've also done other partnerships with the likes of the European Space Agency, with Action Breaks Silence, an organisation in the UK, and Brave Girls Alliance in America. We've seen that there's a real gap for female superheroes. So we did a worldwide competition with Brave Girls Alliance to develop our own little superhero.
This is what a superhero looks like.
I think that kind of yellow is really nice, isn't it? I wonder if that would work.
Now the team in Letterkenny have to make the superhero doll a reality. 16 people work here on everything from illustration to sales. The company has moved into publishing, and animation is the next big project. But because of cost, the Lottie range is manufactured abroad.
We manufacture in China, and then we have 3 routes to market. So we sell directly to our distributors, and they distribute in 30 countries for us. We also import ourselves to our warehouses here in Donegal and London, and then we supply our retail stores directly. And then the third channel is our online, that's through Lottie.com.
How big is online at the moment?
online represents about half our business or a little bit more.
So far, we've been awarded with more than 30 international awards, and we've been recently nominated as Best Action Figure and Best Doll at the Toy of the Year fair in New York.
That must be really exciting for you as a company.
Yeah, well, we didn't want, but at least that's a great recognition, and it's showing us that we're doing the right way.
Our key thing is letting kids be kids. We want childhood to be a magical place where children aren't kind of bombarded with adult messages. When we developed the brand, body image was a massive thing for children. Children were feeling stressed out about the way they looked, and that's something we just want to avoid at all costs. You know, childhood is there, it's for such a short time, and we want to protect that and make that as magical a place for kids as we can.
So cartoons are one of the next things, but ultimately how do you see the whole company evolving, or what's your ultimate goal?
I don't know, I suppose you look at the big companies, the Disneys and the Mattels, and you know, building a whole world around it. I mean, it's all really in the hands of the kids. We're handing over control, as you said, so whatever they dream up, we'll try our best and make it.